Okay, so this will go over basic pivot tables and then more advanced pivot tables that summarizes the data from existing pivot tables. So first, to do the basic pivot table for these, I am in the RE scheduled L3 tab of this spreadsheet that we've identified. And we're going to do a pivot table for each one of the loan types. So first you highlight the area that you want to pivot the data on. Then go Insert, Pivot Table. I'm actually going to insert this into the existing worksheet just so that I can verify that my data is correct. And then click on OK. And then up here is where you have all of your options on what data exactly that you can pivot. So we are going to go with the lender in the row because that's what they have here. And then we're going to go, you can really take any of these. I don't know which one this guy had, but if you move this over here, that's the sum of the loan balance. You can also do, if you click on this little down arrow, click on Value Field Settings and change it to Count. That will give you a count of the number of loans, right? And then you also want the loan balance. And then I didn't pull in commitments just because I made a mistake, but you could definitely highlight that commitments area and that will give you the sum here. Now this is sorted. To sort the information differently, you can right click on it and click on Sort Largest to Smallest. That will give you this. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I keep doing this on this sheet. This is actually this data. So it matches that one. I keep forgetting to scroll over. But anyway, you can continue to add columns to these as you want to add columns to these to kind of view the data in a better way. I can also, since I screwed up, I can change my data source. And see, this one doesn't have the total commitments, which is maybe why I was confused about it. Anyway, the next one will be a little bit easier to see. Oh, maybe they all match on that one, and that's the issue. Okay, this one will be easier. Oh, and then he just applied a filter to remove blanks. So you don't have that. And then I also think that he removed the totals line. So there should be a way in here someplace just to turn that off. There we go. So I don't know if you saw that. Hopefully you saw that, but I just said grand totals off for rows and columns. Okay, so for this next one, development loans, that one will have also the commitments and outstandings, and you can change these to whatever you want to match his. This is the number of loans. So now we'll go over to the development loan one and do that one, which will make a little bit more sense. So come here, again, highlight the area that you want to pivot the data from. Then go Insert Pivot Table. And again, I'm going to insert it into this worksheet so that I'm in that same area. Click on OK. And then again, we'll go the lender. We'll go it doesn't matter on this which one you take, it just counts the total number of entries on there. So you can select any of them, it doesn't really matter. Then you want the commitment amounts and you want that as a sum. And then the loan balance, you would add that into here, which you kind of can't see, but it is there. I'm working off my laptop, so it's a little bit on the small side. But again, sort this largest to smallest, and then remove that blank and remove that grand total line. And again, there we go. we match all these. You can add commas to these, just what you do in regular Excel. Then again, change all these headings. Okay, so then the last one that we'll do is the land loans. Then again, the lender, the loan balance, and then we're going to do value field settings count, and then loan balance, sum of loan balance. The one thing that I did just realize about this is that we do have to have those two tabs to then do the commitments and outstandings to do the little summary data. So to do that, we're going to go in and add it twice. Change this one to commitments because they need to match to do this one that's a little bit more confusing. I just pointed to my computer screen. You cannot see me pointing to my computer screen, so that's cool. Anyway, we have them both here, and then here we're going to go in and again add that loan balance and change this to commitments and outstandings. There we go. So now we have these. They all kind of match. It doesn't really matter what order they're sorted in, but for sake of interest, we'll format them all the same. That one doesn't have any blanks. Again, to remove the grand totals off there. Okay, so now for this one, the kind of confusing one. The first thing that you have to do is see if you have this pivot table and pivot chart wizard. If you do not have this, which I think you said you don't, you have to right click on your toolbar, and then you're going to customize the ribbon, and then go to commands not in ribbon, scroll all the way down and find it in here. This is the pivot table and pivot chart wizard. Then you also have to come over here and right click first, add a new group. I'm not going to do this again, but add a new group. It will come up here like new group custom. Then you click on this and click on add. I've already done that, so it's already there. But like if I wanted to add this one, I could add that one over there. But you need to have that pivot table and chart wizard. So anyway, just click on OK, and then it will show up here. So to create this fancy one that he's got going on here, click on your pivot table and pivot chart wizard, and you're going to say multiple consolidation ranges. You are going to create a pivot table, not a pivot chart. Click on next. I would say create a single page field for me. I don't really know what those differences are, but this is what worked for me. And then you're going to select the ranges that we're going to do. So first one is this, click add. Second one is this, click add. Last one is this, and click on add. Then next, we're going to do it in the existing worksheet in this general area, and click on finish. So now we've got the same piece of information up here. Oh, so you can see that because I did not spell things right, it did not work 100% correctly. That's a very good example that I unintentionally did. So we're going to come over here and change number of loans to number of loans. And then there's one of them that I did outstandings. when you make changes like that, you can right click and click on refresh, and there we go. So again, sort the data, largest to smallest, and you can see here that our data matches. And again, you can go into design and turn off for rows and columns, and there you go. That should all match. Oh, he didn't sort this one. I don't know what he sorted this one by. But these match. Bank of Utah's one. Oh, he just pulled out anything that's blank, which is fine because I didn't select it from the blank ones over here. It does do this like weird page thing. I don't know what that is. But anyway, so then you can do period. I mean, he just literally did that. It's not that fancy. So anyway, hopefully that helps and that answers your question. And then you would just back into these as your links from that dashboard. So if you need any help with that, just let me know. Hopefully that helps and that's what you're looking for. And if not, let me know.